Hello, I am Mr. Laneous, reviewer of the Miscellaneous, and wouldn't you know it, this show has been running for 1 whole year! Yay! And seeing how Season 1 didn't end very smoothly, the Season 2 premiere is still in production, and it's the Halloween season, in addition to the whole 1 year thing, I'm taking the occasion to do a Halloween pre-season 1 year anniversary bonus episode, if you will. That said, Grinch Night! Once again, mixing Hans Conried and the Who's, this is a sequel, prequel, spin-off thing-a-what's-it to the original Grinch cartoon, only this time about Halloween. Kind of. Sort of. Not really. Halloween's never actually mentioned anywhere outside of the title, but it's some kind of creepy annual occasion, so... yeah. So with cheers to the new year? Wait, these are vitamins. Let's take a look. You know what annoys me? When movie trailers give away too much. I think the reasoning should be self-explanatory. Why do I mention this? Well, guess who gives away their climax in the opening credits? Our story begins once again in Whoville, your average peaceful village in the shadow of a mountain of evil.
It was a mighty gorgeous sunset. It was truly a beautiful sight.
Is it me or is the narration kind of quiet?
Of Whoville glowing bright in the changing light, until old Josiah happened to sniff, and he whispered to his wife,
I wonder if...
But they really didn't wonder. They knew it was terribly true. They knew that the sour, sweet wind was coming back, and what the sour, sweet wind would do.
The Who's begin to panic under some rather unfittingly upbeat music. And Grandpa Josiah sings about what's going on.
I suggest we stay indoors tonight. I suggest we lock ourselves in tight. Tonight, you know, won't go quite right. You can tell by the smell of the wind. It sounds like another one's coming. Another Grinch night might commence. I wouldn't go out on a night like this for $1.50. Now, what is Grinch Night, you may ask? Well, Grinch Night happens when the sour sweet wind howls through, waking up the Gree-Grunts who start growling, which runkles and grunkles up Punker's Pond, causing the Hack-and-Cracks to start yowling, and all these combined noises madly irritate the Grinch, who starts prowling. Simple, right?
Max? Oh, where is he? Max!
Yeesh! Was there a nuclear explosion or something?
Where is he? Max! It's a wonderful night for eyebrows. It's a wonderful night for teeth. It's a wonderful night for Grinch Night.
How do you expect me to be intimidated by that?
It's a wonderful night for Grinch Night.
It's a wonderful night for Grinch Night!
Max, go bring the paraphernalia wagon.
As Max the dog pulls the Grinch's paraphernalia wagon up a kinda confusing route, Josiah and his family stand silently in fear until his grandson Ugariah makes a suggestion.
Grandpa, we've stood and we've stood, and stooding just stooding produces no good. The least we could do is find out without doubt whether or not the Grinch is coming out. And so I suggest we don't stood here like sticks. Call the Grinch Alarm Center.
So Grandpa Josiah calls Sergeant Samuel S. McPherson at the Grinch Alarm Center, which is inside of a mushroom. Insert drug jokes here.
I have infiltrated his territory, keeping sharp eyes upon this schnook. And I'm focusing my focusella to take still another look.
Meanwhile, the Grinch prepares for the evening with a Broadway number.
Guest of honor, an exclusive Grinch Night ball. Gonna be the only dancer in the Whoville Town Hall. I might enter the ball quite small, or I might go in quite tall. But I assure you nobody, but nobody, is gonna dance with me at all.
when I enter front and center. What? Explosive Grinch night ball.
Pardon me, I need to go make sure that thing never touches a Broadway stage. As the Grinch starts to ride down to Whoville, Max sadly sings about his current position.
And I say how I wish I could turn back the clock and have the fine future I had once before.
Now, this would be a very sad moment if it weren't for two issues. One,
What am I doing here? Why am I the slave of this Grinchy old crock?
that's a very good question. Why are you working for the Grinch in the first place? That could use some answering. And two, the Grinch totally ruins the mood, not once, but twice. First with this silly line and the weird face he makes at the end of it.
And again be an innocent puppy once more.
In your puppy house, Betty, with sweet Auntie Whoopi Woofoon, feeding you hominy grits with a big silver spoon?
Yeah, caption contest right there. And secondly, oh, just watch!
My dear old Auntie Wolfie, wouldn't I fear very much care for me now?
Who thought that was a good idea? Seriously, whenever I'm gonna ruin the mood in the future, I'm just gonna use that clip. My God.
I think it's going to soar up even more.
You know, sir, this looks a lot better without my glasses.
You put your glasses back on and face the facts, Euchariah.
By the way, that's Hal Smith as Grandpa Josiah. See if you can recognize his voice from something else.
Do I know what, Euchariah?
Well, I say now.
That's right! It's the original voice of Owl from Winnie the Pooh! You know, interesting tidbit. After Sterling Holloway's departure, Hal Smith became the second person to voice Pooh Bear, so he got to bring us such gems as this!
People you see every day might want to touch you.
Wait, another song? I don't know, this one seems kind of unnecessary. I mean, did the choir just start spontaneously singing when they were recording this?
Care for me now.
Ah yes, that was very good, Henry. You were wonderful in Charlotte's Web, by the way. Alright everyone, let's move on to the
As the
parapet.
Grinch creaks ever closer to your little front yard gates.
What are you doing?
He's engaged in Grinchy
That's
practices
not right.
that every
We only wrote 4 songs, that's not one of them.
defoliates.
How are you doing this so perfectly if it's spontaneous?
All the things he hates and frequently
Hello?
exaggerates.
And at this point I gotta say, the Grinch starts to cross a line or two, not only deliberately crushing the one flower he didn't run over, but also going after the only member of a near-extinct species. Okay, that's taking it a bit too far.
Gall darn Bricklebush!
You know something, Grandpa Josiah?
Do I know what, Euchariah?
I gotta go to the euphemism.
Oh, there's a cute bit of censorship.
The euphemism? No one goes to the euphemism on a night like this.
But I gotta.
Okay, I know it's a little crude, but you totally missed an opportunity for a rhyme right there.
No one goes to the euphemism on a night like this.
But I gotta.
I have to! I need to go piss! Unfortunately, the wind sweeps Euchariah all the way up to Mount Crumpet, leaving the little Who lost.
Huh? Oh, a woozoo. Oh, a doggy. Nice doggy. Poor lost doggy. I'm gonna take you home with me. If I ever find it again.
Interesting little issue I have here. There are 3 possible jokes I could make from this scene. Now, which one should I go for? Well, he does call Max doggy, so I could use the ever classic,
Hi, doggy.
But that would be too obvious. I could mock Eucharia's dull surprise.
Oh, a woozoo. Oh, a doggy.
But I don't really have the time for that, and I'm honestly getting a bit of a writer's block for that one. So, number 3.
I'm gonna take you home with me.
You know, I remember a time when a man in a yellow hat said the same thing about a little monkey. That dog is in for a good life.
Who are you?
Eucharia who, sir? Are you really the Grinch?
Am I the Grinch?
Sorry, sir. I have a slight astigmatism, an optical condition in which parallel rays of light from an external source converge or diverge unequally in different meridians.
Because I watch Dr. Seuss cartoons to learn about optical defects.
Am I the Grinch? I'll show him.
Is it me, or does this sound like a deleted song from the Haunted Mansion holiday ride at Disneyland?
Eucharia watched him go a-clunkering, skunkering, skunk-a-punkering toward the helpless town below. And he thought about Josiah,
What?
Mariah,
What?
Obadiah, and Matthias.
Huh? Okay. What was with the subliminal images? What else have you got in there?
He thought about Josiah, Mariah, Obadiah, and Matthias. He would have to save them somehow. He would have to save the town. He would simply somehow have to stop that Grinch from getting down. And suddenly Eucharia knew precisely what he had to do. Stall for time. And what does the rather small Who want this time?
Will you please scare me some more, sir? I sort of like it.
You know, kid, telling him you like it is only gonna further discourage him from scaring you.
Look, kid, I gave you the $2 treatment. You're not worth a first-class Grinching. Am I the Grinch?
When Eucharia stalls him again, the Grinch finally gives in and invites the young lad to take a look at his paraphernalia wagon. Wow, that sounded wrong.
To your worst, bring on your spooks. Shoot the works, I will not flinch.
And with some rather admirable courage, Eucharia enters the one scene people remember from this special. Okay, how to put it? Well, it's obviously memorable. Though, to be honest, I don't know if it was really built up that well. Okay, the build-up of Eucharia walking up to the door was done well, but as for the scene, the only build-up we got was that bit with Max bringing it up and Stuff banging at the door. And that was a while ago. It doesn't help that the scene really doesn't match the style seen in the rest of the cartoon. Though that probably was the point. To tell the truth, except for this guy, I don't find this scene that scary. I mean, I totally understand how people could be scared by it, but for me it's just more of a mind screw. Maybe it's because it's such a WTF moment that it doesn't have a huge impact on me. That said, I do understand why the Who's are so terrified. I mean, how would you feel if you went outside one day and this happened? Ah, what a beautiful day! So aside from the fact that these guys look like Klansmen, yeah, memorable sequence, I guess.
You know something, Mr. Grinch?
What?
The sour sweet wind is dying down. No wind ever blows forever.
So because the sour sweet wind stops howling, the Greegrum stop growling, which stops the runkling and grunkling of Punker's Con, causing the Hackencracks to stop yowling.
And when the Hackencracks stop yelling, you know what that stops.
Mmm.
That always stops the Grinch from prowling.
Well, I'll be Grinched.
Well, I'll be Grinched.
You know, that moment right there inspires me. Inspires me to do some sophomoric unnecessary censorship gags.
Look, kid, I gave you the $2 treatment. You're not worth a first-class ing. Well, I'll be
Well, I'll be
Dirty implications.
Come on, Max. Come on, Max. Turn this wagon around.
What did I do to you?
Attention! Attention all who's. This is Sergeant McPherson reporting to you once more in person.
Look, Mariah, there's Euchariah. What an unusual way to come back from the euphemism.
Wait, what?
What an unusual way to come back from the euphemism.
Well, that's just silly. By the way, anyone else think she kinda looks like Grandma Minka?
Boris! Did you hurt your smagaggy?
And at this point, I think a couple pages of the script got switched or something. We get a genuinely creepy and ominous moment where the Grinch points out that the sour sweet wind will return someday, followed by the Who's celebrating. I know, upbeat ending, but wouldn't it have been much stronger if those two scenes were reversed? I mean, that bit with the Grinch would have left much more of an impact. In fact, I'm sorry if this gets a little boring, but let's see how that would have gone.
I'm sure gonna miss that Grinch night ball. But that wind will be coming back someday. I'll be coming back someday.
So with another case of forgetting to credit Thurl Ravenscroft, the special comes to a close. And that was Grinch Night. What do I think? Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again in the mist. And Season 2.
Fly beyond the rainbow. Why, oh, why can't I?
Blah!